And I discussed it with my clinic manager prior to deciding to upload it this afternoon. And I'm going to share it anyway. I'm not really bothered about all this kind of hate online. And the reason why I say that is because this patient has an ear full of hairs, okay? Now, they didn't actually come in for this ear to be cleaned. They came in for, this is the patient's right ear, they came in for the left ear. The left ear was quite a boring procedure, so I deleted the procedure. It was really straightforward. It's just a bit of wax. I cleared it. Whilst the patient was in attendance, I offered to examine their right ear as well, and we discovered all this hair in there. So these hairs are hairs that either have grown loose, so the patient trims his hairs. You'll see that you may catch it on the camera when I come out in and out the ear, the tragus, so the little cartilage, the little flap outside of your ear next to your jaw. He's got so much hair there. Now, the patient's from South Asian descent. It's very common amongst Asian men. I'm Asian, I'm male, and I also have a few hairs around my ears. And the patient just trimmed their hair, so it's possible that these hairs, once it's trimming them, they kind of fly into the ear. Some of these hairs were actually, when I was removing it, I was actually having to pluck them as well, so they were attached to the outer part of the ear canal, and in some way they were growing inwards. Now, the reason why I suspect I'm going to get a barrage of hate messages, which you're more than welcome to do, is it's just the water for ducks back for me now, is that I'm not going to remove every single last hair. I'm just going to remove the main blockage. And as I said, the patient didn't really have any symptoms, but whilst he was there, I just thought, look, let's clear this. I can't really see your eardrum. I want to visualise your eardrum. I want to see if it's healthy. I can only partially visualise it through the hair, so I'm just using forceps. I'm just really gently just plucking out the main masses of these hairs. Now, at the end of the video, you'll see a before and after shot, and you'll see the eardrum's completely clear, but there are some loose hairs still around the edge on the canal wall. I'm going to leave that. I'm not going to try and scratch the ear, trying to remove these hairs. The purpose of me removing these hairs, as I said, the patient had no symptoms whatsoever. It's just so I can visualise their eardrum to advise them that it is in a healthy state. I'm not going to go in, especially considering it's got no symptoms, start scraping these hairs off the canal wall. I have to stress, and I keep stressing in all my videos, that the inner 2/3 of the ear canal, it is so sensitive. Believe you me, if this was your ear and you had a few hairs on the side of your ear canal and your audiologist or ENT or doctor or nurse was or pharmacist as well, was trying to scrape these hairs off the side of your ear, you would not be happy. It would be very painful for you. There's always references being made to other channels. I think a Chinese channel, from what I understand, well, I don't even need to listen to the narration. Those are done under local general anaesthetic, some of those procedures, because you just wouldn't do that to a patient. It'd just be too uncomfortable. So you can see already, we can see the majority of the eardrum. So I just felt I needed to explain that because I know what I'm going to get myself into. I'm just going to get loads of comments. You've missed this, you've missed that, you're terrible at what you do. It's the online world, unfortunately. Thankfully enough, thick-skinned enough to be able to take it all, but it's just not nice. I know a lot of audiologists who are very adverse to uploading procedures themselves. Remember, I've trained hundreds of people using this, and a lot of them are too frightened to upload and share their work because some of the comments. So, but it's just, as I said, it's not everyone, it's a small minority, but it does affect a lot of people. It does put people off sharing their work, which is a shame, I feel. But anyway, so yeah, I was in two minds. But I know some of you appreciate the skill involved. I know those people that come on the training course, especially, that sometimes they read a lot of the comments on social media and they're flabbergasted. So these are very experienced audiologists, ENT, doctors that come on the course, and they actually realise the skill involved, and when they're doing it themselves, they realise how skillful it is to do what I do. So that's the pre-shot. That's how the patient came in. So we couldn't really see the eardrum. This is, you can see, perfect. Just a few strands all around the edge. And I'm going to just now take a bit of a close-up shot with the endoscope of the hairs. Well, I hope you found that weird and interesting and different. That was the whole idea. And anyone